FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Where does this gut feeling of good and bad come from? My mother died not so long before my first daughter was born, so my godmother took a particularly loving interest in us. "I promised your mother on her deathbed," she told me, "I'd look after you when you had a baby." Though my mother may have made some kind of request and my godmother some kind of promise on that deathbed, my mother would never have expressed herself so dramatically. She was a stoic with an almost pathological distaste of sentimentality. My mother was a social scientist who proved things with large demographic studies and statistics. My father was a medical scientist. In our house, if you had an emotion, you were best off if you could justify it with an empirical, international, statistically sound study published in a peer-reviewed journal. In our house, reason was king. My godmother is a different type, no less stoic, but emotionally direct, black Irish, and full of compassionate tales of the most outrageous woe, generally occurring to members of her immediate family. So when my daughter was born, my godmother looked at her and said, "Wouldn't you just run under a train for her?" Thank you. Even with the remnants of my mind, I thought that was a bit extreme. I was having trouble sitting, let alone running. Thank you. I was also having trouble imagining a situation so either-or as me or the baby. We were not so separate, she and me. I was also in a state, there's no other word for it, of bliss. It's not that one is fulfilled by having a baby. It's more the relief of being put outside yourself. You are no longer the main character in the play of your life. You're more connected to the generations before and to come in your own family and to the breeders all around you now in society. Your welfare is dependent on theirs. You can relax into the rest of the universe and take a supporting role. You are yourself, deflected. As time has gone on and my two daughters have taught me what it means to be linked in a chain of evolution, past and present, and a chain of my community now, I understand that I would be under that train. I understand it viscerally, emotionally.